The call now. Welcome everybody to our essential oil class tonight. We are going to highlight the patchouli essential oil. As always, we're going to start off our class with a bit of an introduction to essential oil because there are a few people who watch these afterwards that are just new to essential oils. So I'd like to first welcome everybody out and welcome Jade.
Hey.
Nichols. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this, share with everybody presentation. Any questions, burning questions that anybody has before I go through this?
No.
All right. So essential oils, what are they?
Do you have five fingers up?
Do I have my 5 fingers up?
Yeah.
Essential oils, what are essential oils? So I'll skip down to those. Essential oils are basically natural therapeutic plant-produced aromatic compounds. They're basically oils that are extracted from plants. As you can see, they're just compounds, molecular structures. They're oils. They're aromatic, means they evaporate easily. They're usually found in all different parts of the plants. Leaves, stems, bark, flowers, seeds. This is a peppermint leaf. You can see from the picture here that it's in the oil sacs there. That oil sac contains all the oils from that plant. And they're grown specifically for their therapeutic value. Once the plant grows to, get old enough, it's extracted, usually through steam distillation, or it could be cold pressed in the case of citrus especially. And these essential oils have therapeutic benefits for us. For instance, peppermint oil promotes digestive health, healthy respiratory function, and clear breathing, repels bugs naturally, helps reduce gas and bloating, and is very concentrated as well. So all you usually need is 1 drop. 1 drop of peppermint is essentially equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So you can either drink a lot of tea, go to the toilet a lot, or have a drop of peppermint. And not all essential oils are created equal. Most of the essential oils out there are actually not made by nature at all. They're made in a laboratory. They're synthetic. And so that'll be your synthetic grade essential oils. Then you've got your food grade essential oils that may come from plants. They may contain fillers, pesticides, or other chemicals as well. But they're generally regarded as safe by the FDA or whatever regulatory body. Then you have your therapeutic grade essential oils. These are the type of essential oils that you can buy at Walmart or any health food shop. And these are usually used for aromatherapy, and they usually say on the bottle, do not ingest, those sorts of things. There's no regulation in the essential oil industry, and so a lot of these essential oils may have some benefits, but they're not as safe as and pure as certified pure.
Yeah, we trust it.
Therapeutic grade. Now, certified pure therapeutic grade means 2 things. It means they're pure. They don't contain any solvents, pesticides, or
Heavy metals and
any synthetic sort of produced essential oil, heavy metals, or any of those sorts of things. The second thing it means is they are grown specifically for their therapeutic value. So, for instance, lavender, you can grow in a lot of places in the world, but there are certain places on the planet that you can grow lavender that will have a much higher therapeutic value than other places. So that's what we mean by certified pure and therapeutic grade. Ooh, I got a bit of drawing on there. I don't know how that happened.
someone drawing on it.
Someone drawing on that? Okay, so also the essential oils are produced responsibly. So you got synthetic, food, and therapeutic grade. They are sourced from all over the world, sometimes from very poor locations on the planet. And doTERRA does their best to give back to develop these communities, to put together the infrastructure and everything that they need. And so you might be thinking, so that's great for plants. How can they help us? Essential oils have a lot of benefits. They've been used for many thousands of years for their therapeutic benefits. And they're very special because they're of their small molecular size and their lipid solubility, which means they're dissolvable in water. The membranes of our cells are made by lipids or by oils, and essential oils can therefore, because of their small size and their lipid solubility, enter the membranes of our cells and have therapeutic benefits both inside and outside. So it's perfect for cellular health. It's also important to use essential oils in a holistic way. You got to eat right, exercise, rest and manage stress, reduce toxic load. So all these things all together add to the therapeutic value of essential oils. There are 3 ways that we can use essential oils: aromatically, internally, and topically. Aromatically means basically breathing it in, and that's really good for your mood, to regulate mood, make you feel happier. Memory, to increase your memory, and airways. Essential oils that are going basically through your lungs. You can diffuse essential oils just by putting them into your hand, or by putting them in a diffuser or on a necklace or on the person next to you. Essential oils can also be taken internally. It's really important that only the purest essential oils can be taken internally. There's a lot of essential oils out there on the market. In fact, most of them you should not take internally. And even if they are pure and therapeutic, a lot of essential oils may not make sense to take internally. So a general rule of thumb is if it sounds like a plant, you can take it internally. Why would you want to take it internally? Because you might want to have some therapeutic benefit on your digestive system, your mouth, your throat, your stomach, your gut, or the organs inside your body. So you want to get the essential oils to where you need them the most. Essential oils can also be used topically. Put it where it hurts, basically, on your skin. Just like the linings of our gastrointestinal tract are one way for essential oils to make it into our body. Our skin is also a way for essential oils to make it into our body. And it may have a therapeutic benefit right there where you put it, or it may be absorbed in through the skin, into the bloodstream, and throughout the body. And you want to remember, if you're using essential oils topically, you should dilute essential oils that are considered hot or spicy. The labeling on the essential oils or essential oil guide basically tells you what to do. If it's neat, means no dilution is required, and it's very nice. I like the word nice rather than neat. Just kidding. It's sensitive. If it says sensitive skin, you want to dilute it for young or sensitive skin or very old people who are, it's going to be more spicy for them. And if it says dilute, you want to dilute it. Those are oils such as cinnamon or oregano or oregano, which are by nature spicy, and so you want to dilute them before you apply them. Now, where would you apply them? There's lots. The best places to apply them are on your temples, across your forehead, back of your neck, at the base of your skull is a good place to apply them. On the bottom of your foot, the pores on the bottom of your foot are very porous, so essential oils can go right into your bloodstream. And also, it's far away. It's far away from your nose. It's thick sole, so if it's a spicy oil, it doesn't matter if you don't dilute it. It's not going to really burn you up. And if it's an oil that you would rather not smell, but you want to take it, use it, putting it on your foot, it's far away from your nose. You can put it on your foot, put your sock on, and go about your merry day and enjoy the essential oil. Most of this, I love all the essential oils, but I do hear that some people don't like some of the smells. Also on the bottom of your foot, there are reflex points. You can look this up in a reflex chart. You can maybe apply it to that portion of your foot that corresponds with that portion of your body to get the therapeutic benefit there. So it's like cheating. So those are the 3 ways we use essential oils. Now, if you do need to set up, the best way to buy essential oils is by setting up a wholesale membership. And you can do that through doTERRA's website. And you can get in touch with any of us, any of the other people on the call that are wellness advocates that can help share that with you. So that is the introduction to essential oils in a nutshell. Are there any questions?
So guys, next week, would somebody like to teach the introductory part for us? Anyone brave enough?
Maybe we can talk about it later.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
All right. I would like to introduce
sharing.
our star speaker tonight, Jade Balden, who has been doing a lot of work in the background and has prepared for us some information on the patchouli essential oil, which is probably the reason that most of you joined our call tonight.
No, I wanted to see you.
So patchouli essential oil. If you have your patchouli essential oil, you can get it out and sniff it with us while Jade speaks.
So can I have a thing of everybody? So I see everybody's faces.
That's it.
They won't let me see everyone. That's all right. So does everyone know what patchouli smells like? Is anybody that this is very new to them? They've never smelled patchouli before? No? So everyone's smelled patchouli? So did we unmute everyone? Good.
No, everybody's unmuted. I don't know. There's a few who have muted themselves.
Okay, that's fine.
So for those of you who haven't smelled patchouli, I'll smell it for you. I hope that helps.
Does anyone have any questions or stories to tell about patchouli before we start?
Patchouli, a lot of women love patchouli. It gets them in the mood, gets them more, I don't know, happy, especially, times when they're sad. Never mind.
You saying PMS or something?
Yeah, I was trying to be delicate.
Awesome. So
it's a good Valentine's Day oil as well.
Yeah, I know. Megan likes patchouli. Do you want to share?
Patchouli is my favorite oil. It's actually a lot of the people I work with. It's one of the most common oils. I don't know. I live like in Athens, Ohio region, which is kind of like a hippie town. So I think it's kind of one of those oils. It's like, oh, patchouli, I like that smell. It smells like incense or something. But I really like it. Whenever I do yoga, I'll diffuse it, or it's just really grounding. And I like this, I don't know, the stability that it gives me, like, just like feels like peace washes over me whenever I like smell patchouli. So I guess funny story is JT, my boyfriend, absolutely hates it. He hates it more than anything. It's his least favorite oil. And I'm always like, well, I'm sorry. I like it. So learn to love it.
Learn to love it.
Yes.
Oh, funny. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about patchouli because it's not it's an oil that people really understand and appreciate. I think they use it because they heard about it from, the hippie era. But, it's like we get the common oils, the family kits, and we just use that. And patchouli is just this amazing wonder that can just change people's lives really quickly if you can understand what it does for us. So did I hear somebody want to comment first? Is somebody?
Does anybody else want to say something about patchouli?
Yeah, I know someone who doesn't like patchouli either, and I can't diffuse it in my home or anything because they're like, oh, is that patchouli? So what is it with these people that don't like it?
I'll let you know. Okay. So this is a really interesting oil. So it's usually oils are distilled, especially with doTERRA, our company. They usually distill from either the leaf or the flower, or they don't usually distill out of the whole plant. But this oil, they use the flower and the leaves. So that a lot of the herb oils are very medicinal. So they're powerful against environmental threat. So they did a research and they had 22, of these super bugs, and then patchouli kind of knocked out 21 of them, and so that's amazing. But that's not why we use it. And we love patchouli for its ability to affect the brains and the central nervous system. Okay. I'll talk about why people don't like it in a minute, but I love using it for children. So connected and focused kids. There's so many children out there nowadays, and I'm so passionate about this. I just want to give all the parents a bottle of patchouli and sandalwood, those two oils. I know frankincense is amazing for the brains, but patchouli, it sort of protects and wraps the central nervous system and the brain cells. And somehow if there's some damage in there, it goes in and it knows what to do, and it, you know, can reconnects everything again. So if you have vetiver, mix it with patchouli and rub it on, you know, you dilute it, of course, because those two oils are very thick. So dilute it and rub it over the forehead, up on the ears, because there's reflex points on the ears, and it's very calming for the children. The back of the neck, so that the oils get into the brains. Okay, big toes, if you can get it on the feet before they put their shoes and socks on in the morning. It really grounds them. It helps them get out of their head, because sometimes these children are trapped in their heads. So they don't even, Terry, yay, do it now. So some of these children really are trapped in their minds, and they, you know, they don't know what they're doing on the outside. They don't even have a good map of themselves on the outside. So I sometimes, as a teacher, I'll do activities where I say, okay, well, right hand touch left foot. And they have such a hard time finding where it is, or, you know, especially when they're young, touch your nose. And it's like, where is it? You know, how that's really, really sad, because they're stuck in there, and they really need to come out and be connected with their physical body. And patchouli helps them do that. Amazing, right? So did anyone know this? Any comments? No? Yeah.
Oil of physicality.
Yep, this is the oil of physicality. So this is really exciting for me to share this. Okay, for adults, okay, there's a whole bunch of adults. Over the years, we've got a lot of toxins in our system that actually is lodged in the brains. So there's a lot of brain concerns. Okay, you can name it different labels, but still it's just brain. Okay, and so the same thing, if you mix it with vetiver and dilute it with the coconut oil, okay, patchouli and vetiver, same places for the adults, even when they've had some trauma, okay. So it's just so amazing for the brains to make reconnections again. And actually it can reverse a few things if we do it on a regular basis. Okay, trying really hard to be compliant. So the other good thing, because flower oils do this anyways, it's fantastic for skin. So if you dilute it and apply it on, you know, skin areas, sometimes when we have you know, an oil that's not really working for a certain place on our body, then patchouli might be the one. Remember I said it's a herb. The leafy part is very highly powerful as an environmental protector against environmental threat. Does that make sense? Right? So,
Code.
that's code. Yeah,
Protects against environmental threats.
I put it on the feet, okay, for, you know, athletes and things, people that go and get their nails and toenails done. Okay, that's very good for protecting your nails, and skin on your nails, and your private areas for skin concerns. Okay, so I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Alrighty.
Does anybody have any questions?
No? Awesome.
Okay.
But this oil is very thick, so you can dilute it, and a little bit goes a long way. Actually, you don't need to do a lot. The other thing is cellulite skin. I made this blend this week actually, because I saw it with Dr. Susan Lawton, and I thought it just smelled amazing, and I thought I'll share it with everyone. So I've only used it for 2 days, so I don't know how it's going to work. But I know that with the, this, what is it, the clary sage and the patchouli, I know already that that's great for the skin. And that's good because we want our skin to be nice and firm.
So what does that mean, cellulite skin?
So, the skin that's bumpy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alrighty. So now we're going to get to the emotion part. So anger and fear. So if you do 1 or 2 drops internally or rub it over your liver, because your liver holds a lot of anger. When people drink a lot, it just triggers a lot of anger. So anybody with liver problems, even if they're not drinkers, if your liver is unhappy, then you'll have more of an anger issue. You can easily be angry. So just smelling it, and you can mix it with whatever oils you want. Patchouli mixes well with other oils. So you can do that and just inhale and manage that anger. Yeah. Alrighty. So can you see on number 7 there? It's the central nervous system. So if we mix equal portions of that frankincense, vetiver, and the grounding blend, we can apply it to the feet. So this is a really good blend to have.
Which is balance.
Yeah. Okay. So it's just good blend to have all the time. Now, this is an oil that really helps people get back into their body. It's for people that do a lot of trenching. Do you know what I mean? Trenching, they go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth all the time. They think about the same things. They're so obsessed about whatever it is in their minds, and they just can't get out of the trench. And people like that. Sometimes when you visit them, they talk about the same things, and you're thinking, after 10 years, you're still talking about that. Move on. Okay, so these people, they really appreciate this if they allow you to share these oils. Let's get you out of there. All right, so get you out of the head and let's reconnect with what's happening around here. Now, number 8 is OCD. So people that are really anxious about how things should be, and they're not happy, their body tense up if things are not done right. Children, a lot of children nowadays have this too, but now we're finding a lot of adults, especially in our very stressful world, we're coming up with a lot of people that have this. And so Patchouli says, all right, get out of your head, quick, just chillax already, okay? And that is fantastic. Again, vetiver can kind of ground you, bring you down to earth. Okay, stop being in the clouds, and that will help with that. And they might need to use it all the time. We don't need to. We can't just smell it for one day and think, oh, that's good. If it's a habit, then patchouli is going to get you out of the habit. But use it as a friend. Use it as like a crutch until you kind of get your head around not needing to worry so much and be so fearful. Alrighty, so the number 9 is connecting the body to the brain. Now, you can use this on inner lotions. I have a few people that I've asked them, you've got to have this every day because they're in here and they don't want to know anything below the neck. They don't like their bodies, and they don't want to see themselves in the mirror. They hate that. And so everything is up here. If they're going to take care of something, they'll take care of their face and hair, but everything below here, it's like, I don't care. But your body is always talking to you. And if you're not connected to your body, you're missing out on a lot of information and a lot of growth and learning. So with the patchouli, it says, hey, let's get all the nerves and the connections so that you feel happiness and joy in your body. It's a natural aphrodisiac as well. So, when we have people
that's what I told you about Valentine's Day.
when people, we'll have you tell them the recipe, right?
It's part of the
love potion number 9.
Potion.
Yeah, we do have a love potion number 9. And I hear that it really works. A lot of people have told me. So it's, when people are underactive sexually, it allows them to be more present. So, you know, it's always balancing us, and it helps people that are not physical. You know, they don't like exercise, or they don't feel pleasure in moving their bodies and in using their body to do things. So if you are just in your head a lot, then, you know, patchouli might be a good oil for you. So you might want to rub it on your feet and your legs. So say that you have been on a spiritual high, and you come back and you're a little bit lost because you're just so, you know, lifted up and high. You don't want to necessarily come down from the clouds, but you want to still be present, and patchouli does that. So that's why I have people rub the oils on their body and rub it morning and night, you know, and when they bathe and before they go to bed, so that they're really, really connected to the body. Okay. And you know, people that have very weird distortions about their image. Sometimes they look beautiful and they still think they're awful. Sometimes they think that, you know, there's something wrong with their body parts. So this oil really helps that. And it's also very healing for the body parts. So it's quite amazing. So it does that mentally, spiritually, and physically. Yeah, so does anyone want to share or any feedback? I went through that pretty fast.
You did.
Well,
So what do you think? Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I think I know why they don't like it now, because I think they're in their head too much.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's right. So that's the other thing about the body, the patchouli oil. It's them coming down and feeling a stability, feeling balanced. So if they're not ready to be content with their bodies, that might be difficult. Yeah. So patchouli is the oil of physicality. Is anyone like Debbie Gordon? Do you want to share some of your experiences with patchouli? I know it's very hormone balancing.
Jade and Ben, I have not used a lot of patchouli.
Oh,
Maybe
really?
that tells you something about me, but I've never really cared for the aroma. Now tonight it smells very good. And I made my roller bottle of patchouli and vetiver, and I'm using it. So I will warm up to it.
Okay,
really
awesome. I think it's good even for people that are pregnant to receive messages from their body. I'm going to be doing a course soon, and I'm going to put lots of information about the language of the body. It's actually not very difficult, but once we are connected to our bodies, we will heal much faster, and we will get the message in, you know, immediately, and know how to correct what we need to correct in our system, instead of just guessing. And you know, if you are connected to your body, it's so much easier to do that. Yeah. Anybody here haven't used patchouli?
No, I think patchouli is a good oil for massage.
Yeah.
Like just before you go into bed at night. Patchouli, like you have here with a grounding blend in vetiver. You know, at the end of the day when you're all wired and everything, I think some ladies have a hard time relaxing. So they can go to bed. Their heads are full of all sorts of things going all over the place, and you know they don't enjoy, you know, at the time that they're as they're going to bed,
home and relaxing.
And so you know, if they get their husbands or something to massage them, some patchouli and balance. Vetiver is really good. Vetiver is also in the Serenity blend now, so I'm glad they put that in there. But that will help them calm down and focus on being in the moment.
People that are very highly intelligent, that are in their heads a lot, they need to balance. They need to get out of their head a little bit and then come down to earth. Yeah.
It is an aphrodisiac. I was looking at love potion recipe, and actually doesn't call for patchouli.
Oh.
Would you guys like me to share with you that recipe?
Yeah.
That blend?
Good.
Valentine's coming up.
Yeah. I thought it did include, there you go, love potion recipe. So it has coconut oil, ylang ylang,
Oh, that's really
which
good.
is also an aphrodisiac, I think.
Yeah.
Clary sage, bergamot, and sandalwood. So I think patchouli would actually be a good one to add to that. I've heard some ladies say that this is an oil that gets their heart beating. I think ylang ylang does the same sort of thing there for them. And there might be a lot of ladies who, patchouli, some people maybe really like it, and some, like Debbie said, there's another oil that they might like instead.
Yeah, it's just when we spend a lot of time in our heads, patchouli really helps balance it. Yeah.
I make my own perfumes too, and one of the ones, like, I really like Coco Chanel, and I think I'd mentioned I was trying to remake it. And the essential oils that it uses are patchouli, vetiver, and what is it? Jasmine and rose and lang lang.
Wow.
So all of those ones kind of too. So, and that's like everybody loves Coco Chanel. So.
I don't think I've smelt it.
Well,
I
do the
haven't- I
natural
haven't
version, but it smells good. I think it has bergamot in it too, so that's a really nice one.
Oh.
Mhm.
Wait, send me a little teeny sample.
Wait, just tell us what's in the blend again.
Oh goodness, it's actually. And I had to. The only thing that I couldn't find, I had to like get out, was it called for white musk, and doTERRA doesn't make white musk, but it was mainly patchouli, bergamot, lang lang, vetiver, jasmine, and rose, and then vanilla. So I tried to I put whisper in it instead because it had some of those.
Okay.
So I kind of made my own.
Nice.
So here's is everybody familiar with the Whisper blend? So this is also one Whisper. It has patchouli in it, and it has some of those that you mentioned there: ylang ylang, vanilla, vetiver, cocoa bean, absolute. And
Probably why I like whisper.
a lot of people will use Whisper as a perfume. Yeah. And you see his primary benefits are it creates an individual fragrance, provides warming musk, entices, intrigues, and it doesn't list the benefits of Whisper, the, I guess, physical therapeutic benefits. We've talked about that in the women's health class, women's health and hormones class, but yeah, I think it does the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed the information about patchouli.
Any questions about patchouli? I like to tell people it'll make all their wildest dreams come true.
So Ben likes to mix his own oils. I don't know why he has 10 little roller bottles that do all sorts of things. It's amazing.
That may or may not be true. We can't.
Do you want me to take it out?
We can
It's
either
right here.
confirm nor deny the veracity of that statement. Sure.
Well, next week it's going to be cedar wood. So you guys know about cedar wood?
Mhm.
Yep. It's an awesome oil. We'll talk about that. Yeah. And in a few minutes, we'll talk about sleep. And we'll do the wellness class. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead.
I'm sorry. Is cedarwood the oil of community, right? I did, for my Coffee Master certification, I paired coffee with cedarwood oil.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a fun fact. You can pair them
That's
with.
good. We'll have you share some things next week.
I think also if you're training to be a Jedi Knight.
Be one with them.
That's right, the oil of the community.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about that later. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end the recording here,
Yeah.
and we'll go ahead and talk offline. All right, thank you for participating.